Welcome into the First Alert News Center. I'm Hannah Burbank, and here are today's top stories. Starting with story number 5. A $700 million casino resort is set to begin construction this week in Kings Mountain. The Catawba Nation finalized a settlement with its former developer over the ground lease for its trust lands, paving the way for groundbreaking set for Friday, June 7th. The introductory phase will open in early 2026. Officials say the new resort will create nearly 2,000 new jobs. Moving on to our fourth top story. It's been almost 2 years since the tragic killing of Atlantic Beach Councilman James Dewitt and his wife Gloria in Richland County after they were found shot to death in their family home in 2022. Their 27-year-old son Matthew Dewitt now faces murder charges in connection to their death and another family member out of Horry County. Meanwhile, according to court records, Dewitt was indicted on April 17th, but at last check, he was still undergoing mental evaluations. October would mark 2 years since these tragic killings, and police still do not have a motive. But there's no word on when or if Dewitt will stand trial for any of these crimes, as that will depend on his mental evaluations. Moving on to our third top story now. Crews recovered the body of 30-year-old Staff Sergeant Portia Griffin Monday afternoon, according to the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources. Investigators say Griffin was tubing behind a boat when she fell into the water and never resurfaced. That was on May 25th. Now we are going to be right back with the rest of our top stories after this quick break.
Folks coming together to celebrate. During my 30-plus years at WIS, I've covered a lot of baseball. One memory that really stands out, the 2010 National Championship by the Gamecocks. They had a victory parade down Main Street to the State House. An estimated crowd of 40,000 people were on hand. Young, old, black, white, so many folks coming together to celebrate a great sports accomplishment. WIS 10, connection happens here.
Welcome back to our top stories. We pick back up with story number 2. I'm going to pull up the video right now, where funeral arrangements have been set for 16-year-old Julian Juju Keel, who died following a shooting over the weekend. Now, the shooting happened on Sunday at a graduation party in the 1400 block of Colonial Life Boulevard. Columbia Police Chief Skip Holbrook said over 50 rounds were fired. Keel was not part of the altercation that took place that led to the shooting, and he was actually attempting to leave when he was shot. According to the Columbia Police Department, Keel was shot in the upper body and later died after being taken to the hospital. Police are continuing to investigate this shooting, and Keel was a rising senior at W.J. Keenan High School. He was a 3-sport athlete, and he would have been 17 years old today. Juju's funeral has been set for Friday at 1 p.m. at 2nd Nazareth Baptist Church at 2300 Elmwood Avenue in Columbia. The funeral is being organized by Levy's Funeral Home, and you can read the statement from Keel's parents, and the details of his arrangements are all up on our website. Now let's go to our top story of the day. The Lancaster County Sheriff's Office said a woman who'd been pronounced dead and later came back to life in a Lincoln funeral home has died. 74-year-old Constance Glantz was pronounced dead for a second time at 4 p.m. Monday, according to a chief deputy. Now, you can find the full details of this story on our website, as an investigation is currently underway. But that is going to wrap it up for our top stories for today. You can find all of these stories and more up on our website, wistv.com.